everybody. Corn 18 is still underway. It's the 21st of May 2018, and man, we're behind. This spring's been one of them springs. We had that late April snowstorm, had 20 inches of snow, and man, it really shot us back in our as far as getting our work done and things ready for this spring. Haven't had very many days of actual planting now until now, I guess. It's been pretty wet, and as you can see, I've got a lake out here in my field that's normally not there. Actually just started this field, and I'm making a food plot. I don't know if you guys will be able to see my screen or not, but I'm skipping this path right here. So I'm leaving that open, and I'm going to actually put a food plot there, so then I can get down and I'll plant this wet bottom to a cane or sorghum sudan or hay grazer or something along them lines, so we can keep something growing in them lowlands. I would have left the food plot somewhere anyhow for hunting pheasants in the fall, but I decided that's where I'm going to leave one. I'm going to pretty much leave a pretty good area down here because I don't want to get stuck. And I might be getting to where I have to turn around this other way here. The creek obviously goes that way. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna spin around. And I am sorry, that beeper on that thing is really loud. I can't do nothing about it. It is turned down as quiet as it can on this box. I don't know why it's so loud, but it is what it is, and it's going to be that way. Well, that's what, clear back here you can see I'm leaving some little track for the planters riding. I'd like to get on that other side where it's not so wet. I don't know, I don't like this. I think I'm just going to head back. Yeah, it's all wet right down here. Holy smokes. Oh, problems of a wet spring, but I'll take the wet ground. I'd rather have the wet ground than be in a drought like we were last year. I know I'm just kind of spinning in circles here, but I can't back up with my tank, so you're gonna have to just forgive me. Yeah, I'm not even gonna plant end rows down here. I think it'll just get drowned out again. It's so wet. I probably shouldn't have even planted as far as I did. Oh boy. That planter down, it floats over pretty good, but man, that tank definitely some ruts back there. Yeah, I might not come down this far next time, but we'll see. But yeah, this has just been one of them springs, I guess, that it's been a little rough. Maybe you can see that gap I left. I'll leave that. I'll plant Milo in that gap, and then we'll come back and we'll hunt that, pheasant hunt it and stuff this fall, and then that way I can plant that whole lowland there. But anyhow, as you can see, we're rolling along. I got a lot of corn left to plant. Not even going to get into the logistics of things, but hopefully in the next few days we get a drill running with soybeans. We're going to go ahead and start drilling some soybeans at 15-inch rows with my no-till drill. Just decided this year we've got the corn planters got plenty to do. Actually, that's kind of the reason I bought another tractor, was so I can pull my drill with my little tractor and get soybeans in the ground at the same time I'm planting corn. My wife will end up running that some, or maybe my dad or whatever, but someone will run the other one. And then if I get to a point where there's not any more dry ground and I don't want to switch the planter over to soybeans, you know, for a day or whatever, I'm just going to go ahead and I'll jump in the drill and drill for a few days. But we've got a planting deadline for insurance. It's the 25th of May, and today's the 21st, I think I said. I think that's what it is. Anyhow, and we can still plant corn after the 25th, but after the 25th, every day after is is 1% less coverage you have with your insurance. So every day you're losing money if you have a storm. As far as the grain being wet in the fall and stuff, I'm not terribly worried about that. We have a great market for wet corn. Telling me got to turn around. We got a great market for wet corn in the area. We got a lot of feed yards that feed wet corn. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. Pollination in the midsummer would be the biggest problem, but you just never know when we're going to get our heat anyhow. So you can say it's going to be bad for that, but on the other hand, you really can't, because you just don't know when that heat's going to come in the summertime. But overall, you know, we're keeping our head above water and getting it done. And hopefully we can get started, like I said, on soybeans in the next few days. And hopefully get a lot of ground cover. It looks like we're going to have decent weather. We got some chance at some thunderstorms and whatnot. But, you know, I guess it is what it is. We'll keep plucking away what we can. And we got to get some spraying done once we start planting beans. I'll go ahead and plant the beans or drill the beans and then spray right after that within a day or 2 or 3. I might end up doing a little bit of spraying before they're planted, but I generally don't like to. I generally like to get them planted and then spray the pre-emerge herbicide on after they're in the ground, and that way we don't have to worry about the soil being moved by the planter and ruining our protection layer there. So that's what we're going to have going on, but we'll hopefully get some drone videos of planting now that we've got really rocking and things like that. So I guess, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and if you guys got any questions, just hit me up in the comment section. Thanks. Bye.